Topic is going to be one of the most awaited and useful videos on my channel. Today we are going to discuss how to find the job that matches your skills and as well as how to write a proposal. I will just find a job that matches my skills and I will give you tips and tricks on how to choose the client, and then we will write a proposal together. So let's just start. First of all, you can see that there are four categories in the jobs page. I have actually came here through this link, this find work, and when you click on this icon, this label, you will appear on this page. And so you will have four categories of jobs. First one is my feed, where relative jobs appear to you according to your skills, and there is a best matches that Upwork displays the skills that match your skills best. It's up to Upwork system how to display it, and then we have this most recent ones. Here you can find the most recent jobs that have been posted related to your field, and then we have the saved jobs. The jobs that you like, you can just press on this like button and then they will move to this saved jobs part. Let's move on. The main thing when you are trying to find your first job on Upwork is to find the right client, and this is where many freelancers fail because they try to find the job that's easy to get, that doesn't match their skills, or that's very low. Instead, what you should do is to choose a client, not a job. This is the first requirement, because Upwork has these rates for both for clients and freelancers, and your rates are very important on the platform. And according to the statistics, the average freelancer on the platform has 4.9 stars out of 5 stars, and you can see that it's really competitive and you should only get 5 stars to be the best. But it may be a little bit stressful, but if you learn how to choose the right client, it won't be a problem for you. Let's go. First of all, you can see I'm opening it on the desktop so I can see the location of the client and how much money he has spent on Upwork and his overall feedback. And then the number of proposals. What I would suggest is to apply to jobs that have less than 10 proposals, because when the client opens up the job page related to this job, for example, they can only see 10 first freelancers profiles that have applied. So 11th freelancer who is applying to this job will appear on the second page. That really decreases your chances of being hired. So I would really suggest you to go and apply to jobs that have less than 10 proposals. And also apply for recent proposals. Let's look at this. This one has less than 5, and the budget is fixed price. Full stack developer. So I'm not a full stack, so I'm just skipping it. Next, JS web application. Budget is $7, too low, and Singapore. Let's not focus on this one either. So we have a new client from India. I am not able to find the client that matches my requirements. This is the first thing you should focus on instead of applying to all of these jobs. You will only waste your connects, or you may get hired, or even the worse, you may get bad reviews from bad clients. That's not because you are a bad freelancer, it may be because they are not a good client. So we have a full stack developer. I really don't know why Upwork shows me full stack when I'm trying to find React developer jobs. This one seems okay, but he has no feedback yet. and no payment unverified. It's okay if the payment is unverified when you apply to the job, but make sure that before you get actually hired, client gets his payment method verified, and then you can know the client via the video calls or messages, even if they have not any feedback yet. I have actually had clients that are new to the platform, and I have actually had really good experience working on their projects. And again, we have full stack. Okay. One thing to note, there is a featured job. This is a job. If you are a rising talent, you have one of these badges, like top rated rising talent or rising talent plus, you can get 10% off. You can only pay 10% for Upwork fees instead of 20%. I'm not a rising talent or top rated yet, so maybe we can find something better for us. No. Looks of short rental website. Okay. Arabia. Okay. And there is no money, not mentioned the fee of this task. Yes, we don't have anything. Okay. I think this one looks good anyway. It was posted 12 minutes ago. So I need, here you can see how many connects you need to submit a proposal. I need 6 and I have 127. That's not a problem. Then there is a section about client, which I really jumped to first of all, and I see that they are from Saudi Arabia. They have posted jobs, 17 jobs, and here is the main part. They have 42% higher rate, meaning that out of 100 jobs they hire for 42 jobs. So if I apply to this job, I have if I'm the best candidate, even if I'm the best candidate, I have 42% chance to get hired. And he has spent, and here is a very important another factor you should pay attention. He have been paying almost $50 per hour. This is an average rate for this client, so you can propose a little bit higher rates instead of proposing $5 per hour, which seems really cheap for this client, and he may even think that it's a spam. You should really know the average hourly rate. It's very big. Then he has a mid-sized company, and he's a member since 2020, which seems like a good reliable sources. So then what I look at is this feedback section. I made sure that the client leaves feedback for the freelancer. I am not really amazed by this feedbacks, because every time if you look at it, the freelancer is writing something about this client, but client is giving 5 stars, which is good, but not giving any comments. I wouldn't like to work with this client, because he should have I would like to get more comments as well instead of just stars, but which is actually good. Maybe now let's go back and just apply to this job. One more thing, he has his preferred qualifications: job success score at least 90 and English level fluent. It's okay. Even if you do not pass this criteria, sometimes there will be like this question mark with red question mark, meaning that you don't pass this criteria. Now I passed both of them, but do not hesitate and just apply to the job. Most of the times I have applied to the jobs that I don't fit 100%, and I have got the jobs actually. And we have less than 5 proposals, and here it says last viewed by the client. Client actually goes back to the job posting and sees the proposal, so he has checked 3 minutes ago. And here is this interviewing. He is not interviewing anyone. He hasn't invited anyone. If he likes one of the proposals, he can send an invite. Then when the freelancer accepts the invite, they will start interviewing phase. So he hasn't started yet. If he has hires, he will show up here and say hires 1, 2 or something like that, meaning the number of freelancers he has hired. So he is mentioning the skills, and let's look at these details. Less than 30 hours, 1 to 3 months, expert, and then one-time project. Okay, my company, MAB Suites Limited, is a company that focuses on short lettings in UK. We have a portfolio of properties in the UK we put on Airbnb, Booking.com. We have developed a website for the company where reservations can be made. The design of the website is currently very basic, and I'm looking to enhance the design and the looks of the website. The website will be integrated with a channel manager that manages the bookings, process payments. Okay, and what are the requirements? Which challenging part of the job are you more experienced in? What part of this project most appeals to you? Questions? Okay. As I see, he is actually looking for designer. Front-end developer is required to enhance the design, but he hasn't mentioned that he has the Figma files. I should make sure that I will get Figma files before I start working on this project. Actually, this seems a big vague description to me, and most of the time I wouldn't just apply to this job, but because now I haven't found any better job postings, let's just submit a proposal. Okay, here we have proposal page. I opened 2 of them at the same time to see what he is looking for and to make sure that my proposal matches the client's requirements. Be sure to select your specialized profile if you have one in here. Then you can set your hourly rate. And then you can write a cover letter and the answers to questions. Okay, what most freelancers do is like looking for the client's name. So his name is Mahmoud, because many freelancers just list his name in the feedback. Okay, we can just say hi, hello Mahmoud, I am an experienced web developer, or so he is working for front-end developer. I would rather use this phrase, his own words. Front-end developer, and is he looking for other no, he hasn't. Okay, I am with 2+ years of experience in building real world applications. And then okay, web applications. Here you don't want to just introduce your name, or you don't want to be talking about what he has listed on the proposal. The biggest mistake that many freelancers do is like, hi, my name is Sabokhat, for example, and then they start to talk about themselves instead of focusing on the project. Here you should imagine what the client wants from you. What would you do if you were the client? What would be most important thing for you? For example, I think if the client wants to redesign the website, he may be interested in my works, my past work examples, and my as well as my past experience with other clients. Okay, what we should do is to to make the client believe us, trust us. Okay, so 2+ years of experience in building real-world applications, and then let them know that you have read the job description, and it seems to be a perfect match for you, for me. And I have a long list of projects, past projects, similar projects. Here is my website, https://me, and oh, I have made a mistake. What you should do is to just list out the projects you have worked on. For example, pastoral.ai is I contributed as collaborator. Contributed to, let's just say contributed to this one, and https. At this time I really go and look for the list of projects that I have stored and just copy paste them. You can go on and do the same if you have a list of projects with URLs ready. It really makes me think a lot. Okay, pastoral AI, and what was the next one called? .parcel.app, as far as I remember. Then we should have collaborators.com, which is a contributor. Collaborator, I guess. Yep. And I will list. Oh, here are my work examples. Okay. And I would say my website. My personal website. That's it. And I will that you can see more of my portfolio projects in my Upwork profile. Okay, and I actually at this time I make sure that the client comes back, and I try to ask them to contact me. I would write something like let's hop in a, let's just say jump in a quick video call and discuss the project in more detail. I will be looking forward to hearing back from you. Okay. What challenging of this job are you most experienced in? Okay, this client has actually made it really difficult for us to write proposals. Let's try to answer all of his questions in a better way. So he asking us, What's the challenging part of this job? Maybe pixel perfect design, maybe? Yeah, let's say pixel perfect design. I am quite good at producing pixel perfect websites based on Figma. Figma. Based on Figma design provided it is challenging because many find it hard to create pixel perfect design and good implementation of functionalities at the same time. Let's just say I don't know. So what part of this project most appeals to you? Why? Let's go back and look at his project. You should, as I said, I wasn't really a fan of this project, but you should find a project that you really like, and then you will have no problem writing answers to such questions. So this is actually a company that's related to hotels, properties, giving out properties for rent or short lettings. Okay. What I would like is to work on most challenging parts, connecting APIs, and I really like working on the logic. Challenging. Oh, it's not. What can be challenging? Functions as well as an optimization of the code. Okay, I think I have found the best answer. Optimization of the code is what most users want, so that the website really works fast, and also I am interested in applying SEO techniques to help the website appear on top of Google searches. I am excited about it because this is a challenging and very much interesting part of my job. What questions do you have about the project? Okay, here I will ask, will I be provided with a ready design for the website, because I am not a web designer and I create websites based on ready designs. That's it. I should make sure that he wouldn't misunderstand me and he wouldn't ask me to create a design for the website. Which part of the project do you think will take the most time? Okay, that's a really difficult question. Why is this client torturing us? Okay, UI part. Copying the design in Pixel Perfect. In Pixel Perfect way, or okay. Also, APIs may take some time if the business logic is quite complicated. Optimization is also something. Okay, let's just not talk about optimizations. Actually, it depends. If UI is complicated, copying the design in Pixel Perfect way will take some time. Okay. Describe your recent experience with similar projects. I have listed out some projects I have recently worked on. I would be really happy if you check them. I believe that I am a perfect match for this job. Let's be very confident and make the client know that you are the perfect match by repeating it. It sometimes have a psychological effect, like they may also think like, yeah, maybe this is a perfect match. And I also like to include one of the pictures of my recent feedbacks that I get from clients, but let's not do it this time. So one more thing left is we just go through the proposal and make sure that we don't have any spelling mistakes, because we are applying to a job that asks us to be fluent in English. Here are my work examples, and okay, then call discuss the project in more detail. Okay, Pixel Perfect design. Based on, we don't have based on, just say let website is challenging because many find it hard to create Pixel Perfect design and good implementation at the same time. Okay, what part of this project most appeals to you? What questions do you have about the project? Okay, I have a really good answer, and I am sure writing clean code throughout the project is going to take most of the time. However, clean code. Should I also talk about clean code to this client? Will he understand? Okay, let's just skip this. If this was a developer, I guess he would understand, but not waste time here. Describe your recent experience. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Let's just go on and submit our proposal. So yeah, we have done it. We have submitted our proposal. And there are some things that I have skipped while explaining this proposal. First of all, try to be as fast as possible. You should have a structure ready. You can just copy paste, make one structure like this and copy paste it to multiple jobs. But you should make sure that you describe what the client wants from you. Like, you should talk about. Here it was easier because client asked us specific questions. If he didn't, we would have been writing about this in the first section, and we would it would be a little bit difficult actually. Design website. Okay, let's move on. We have written our first proposal, and now we can see this proposal showing up here. Yeah, here are active proposals that you get interviews from, and here are the latest proposals I have submitted. Here is the latest one. And what we need to do is to just wait for the client, or just go and find another jobs, because applying to only one will not guarantee you that you will get the job. Sometimes you may, or sometimes you may not. As you have seen, like, that client had 42% chance of hiring a freelancer. Maybe he just makes up his mind and closes this job posting, and no one gets hired. And as a bonus, I wanted to share you some of the proposals that have actually helped me win jobs. Let's look at these jobs. I have let's go to my jobs all contracts page. Okay, let's start from the first one. Okay, this was my first contract. It ended badly because I failed to choose the client, and I ended up giving him 2 stars at the end. Actually, that was when I even didn't know how to write proposals. Okay, here is my proposal, the very first one. Okay, hi, seems like a best match for both of us. I'm experienced full stack web developer. Portfolio as fast as possible. Okay, as you can see, here is the description of the job. He needs a single website designed in 12 hours. He needs JavaScript, CSS, React, and web design. My problem was I didn't think that he was actually wanting a web designer and web developer at the same time. So even though I was a web developer, I applied to the job, and when I finished the design, the website, he said he wanted to make the design again. He wanted to have another design, and it was a really stressful job. So why he hired me is because I said him, like, I can build the website as fast as possible, and I have my portfolio site which is written with Next.js, which is the technology that he's looking for. So there were 2 things that he wanted to hire me, because I had a real world experience with the skill he was looking for. Secondly, I was available, and I was ready to make it faster, to complete the website very fast. So then I got hired, which was not a good experience. That's why I ask you to make sure that the client and the job matches your skills. So this is my second project, and here I had an amazing experience with this client. And here is my original proposal. So this one was looking for JavaScript and Google Maps API R&D project. And at minimum this might be only an hour or two work helping debug small JavaScript script, and it was about GPS coordinates, passed by Python backend. What inspired me to apply to this job was this last sentence. As I remember, the first one I read it and I was really I was thinking that it was out of reach. Then I saw this like for a really interesting challenge and highly driven, highly curious, highly creative front-end JS developer. I would like to speak with you, and I really liked it. It was interesting for me and it was a challenge for me. It was 10 hours, $10 per hour, and I received $8 per hour. My cover letter is here. I have found his name among his past feedbacks, and I said, "Hi Josh, I'm very much interested in the job offer. I like challenging tasks, and it seems like one of them. I have worked on several JS projects. I especially enjoy solving algorithmic puzzles, and the task seems like one of them. Let's discuss the task in detail, and I'm eager to help." I actually wouldn't consider this as a best proposal, but maybe I got lucky this time. And maybe because he was looking someone from Uzbekistan, he replied back. And we actually had a video call which determined whether I will get hired or not. And that video call was very good, and I got hired because at the time of the video call he was actually considering other 3 candidates as far as I remember. Then I was the one who got the job. Okay, here I just showed my interest, challenging tasks, and a little bit of proof algorithmic puzzles, but it could have been improved by adding more real-world examples. Even my portfolio, adding my portfolio link would make it better. Then I think, okay, let's look for latest proposals. One of the latest one, Next.js, React. Okay, React front-end developer, yes. This was the last one I actually wrote a proposal for, because the other two were invites from the clients. And yeah, here, climate opportunity, here is a job description, and his hourly range was quite high. And then general process, Notion, Figma, I am very familiar with this, and Trello, I know of this. Trello and GitHub, it's very easy. I knew Next.js, a little bit of knowledge about style components. I only know what it is. Algolia, I had no idea, and O0, I have no idea as well. I have just looked it up and just applied to this job. So you don't have to be 100 match for this. Actually, I did a quick search on Algolia and learned next O0 when the client replied back to me and invited to a video call. Then here is my cover letter. Good time of the day, certified Next.js. Yeah, Upwork certified. I really liked adding this. UI web developer with over 2 years of experience. I have worked with Firebase, Airtable, Shopify APIs, meaning that I can work with external APIs like O0 and Algolia. And then I have solid experience in the field, my reputation, which is boasting. I really want to get this job at that time. And skill certification, this was when I received it. Hire me, you will never be disappointed. Okay, long list of projects and contribution. I have listed my contributions, and then I have listed out that I am fluent in English, and asked him to organize a video call. And there was a question to include my GitHub, and I include my GitHub and website. And then we again had a video call discussing the project and my skills. By that time, I already knew I had a really good experience with Next.js. I have built a small application with Auth0 and I have searched for Algolia. So I was a good match and they hired me. And that was it. As a bonus, I am actually planning to include more proposals that led to my acquaintances to get their first jobs on Upwork in my next video. Stay tuned if you want to learn from them, and if you are interested in how my other acquaintances got jobs and what was their first proposals that have actually won the jobs. And I wish you goodbye. Have a nice day. See you. Bye bye.